implementation process, I would actually give a 9 for us here. I mean, there were some amazing things. We did do some stuff rolling as well. There were some things we weren't prepared for because we just had never known. As a company who basically went through, let's say, 23 years of a previous ERP system, not knowing what to truly expect when we were moving other than seeing our original demos and our everything else of the sort. So knowing now what it is and knowing and giving other people reviews, it would also be that you have to almost extrapolate a little bit of your business in order to kind of plan and say, oh, that's what we're talking about here in that sense. So yeah, pretty close and everything else like this. It's been good. It's just, I think we could do better, but that's, again, hindsight's 2020. Probably as silly as it sounds, maybe the definition of some things. Obviously, a great idea was, and things like this, is non-stock items. They're fantastic now with our company, the way we're going. However, as somebody who's never used them before in our previous ERP, it was like, what are we possibly going to do? Create a new non-stock item for every single account code or every single, item here. And to a degree, in some places we have. And it's actually been really good. In this case, this was a vendor assistance. We actually went through a consultant company by the name of the Answer Company, who both of all provided us the demos originally and everything else like this, set us out a comprehensive plan of how we would implement and how they would service and support. And we're still finishing off a few things. We're just under 4 months since our go live date. So we still have one ongoing issue we definitely have to correct, but otherwise we're off to the races. Their name is the Answer Company. The implementation itself, yes, it was broken out and everything else. I guess we had a little bit of a planning stage. We obviously had then a preparing and dumping of data and everything else like this. And then we had a go live stage and an obviously support stage here. They were pretty much well defined and things like this. And we pretty much kept to the timelines and all these here. So for us, I think it was involving it. We definitely, like I said, not only had this program, which obviously we had said, we need to move to a new ERP. This is a beautiful one, but we needed buy-in, not just from the owners and everything else like this, but from individual users. So we had to have a plan where we could not only hear their questions and complaints and queries when we were originally doing our shopping, but after we got things to start to break them into the plans and say, okay, this is what this can do. How do you like this? What about this? And basically kind of including people in that fashion. And it's definitely helped and worked and everything else like this, especially now as we keep on onboarding more people of our staff. Granted, we're a small company of 27, but we're pretty much about 2 weeks away from having all 27 online and utilizing some portion. I would probably, again, go to that one where you're not 100% sure what you fully need. If, say, for example, you've never used something before specifically. In that sense and everything else like this, when we took our projects, of course, breaking them out under, what do you call it, with Acumatica and with construction, finally we got this thing of task. And we looked back and kind of almost reverse engineered it's a way we almost do it by bidding by our business development team and saying, okay, this is the perfect way to break out tasks. So we actually kind of, in a way and everything else like this, changed the way we had it in our previous system to now the way it's actually flowing in Acumatica. But at this time, as we're looking at this and pounding our heads during the design stage and saying, what the heck are we going to do? And I mean, again, it's one of those fun ones, but it works. On that side, I would obviously say it's vitally important to not only know your business up and down and to take it apart if you can, but also to check possibly with others, whether it be in like some form of community of this, of references, of whatnot, in order to really determine, hey, what did other people do? Because that is a really big help involving this. And I mean, we found one of the nicest things about it is that the person who provided it to us, our client or our customer here in the sense, was able to basically provide a number of references who we were able to contact multiple times and say, hey, what about this? What about that? And they provided some invaluable lessons for us.